Okay, part two of my video here. The third and final Lion Chief uh, theme set is the Polar Express. So this set has been like probably Lionel's most popular set ever made since the movie came out. They've had multiple versions of this set in full O scale and the Lion Chief sets. And so this is the latest one for 2018 with Bluetooth in it. And then this year they had 6 add-on cars that you can see in the background here, in addition to the, I believe, 3 that come with the set. So they changed a little bit. It's pretty much the same set it's always been over the years, except this one obviously has Bluetooth on it. And they changed a little bit of the design on the cars themselves, where they have snow and footprints on the roof now, where before the roofs were just plain roofs. So you have the set and you have the add-on cars, so we'll go through all those. But I do notice that after I unpacked it, this set was sort of boxed a little bit better. Like you saw on the other ones I unboxed, they were pretty much, when you opened them up, they were just in plastic sleeves. But this one is a little bit different. First of all, when you open up the box here, it actually just slides off the top. There's no opening a flap to get it out, so that's one thing that's different than all the other ones. Probably just to make it easy for Christmas time, opening it up. And then you notice that it's actually in a lot of foam packaging and not just that plastic shell stuff that was there before. So they kind of stepped up a little bit for the Polar Express set. So let's unbox this, see what we get inside the main set, and then we'll look at the add-on cars. Okay, so you get the same remote that we've seen 2 times before now. So that's the remote for the Polar Express. Just got the PE emblem on it and the engine number, so same there, nothing different. You also get, kind of funny, you get these 4 little action figures here for your layout too. So you got the conductor and looks like the main characters. You got the fireman, the engineer there, and the main character, the little boy. So they give you 4 little characters. Obviously this set is more special Christmas time type of thing, so they're trying to really replicate the movie. What's funny is you also get the famous bell that was in the movie. So it's the bell that Santa Claus gave the main character there. I heard it ringing around in the box. I thought maybe something was broken, but turns out it's the actual bell from the movie. So obviously not something I really care about, but it's kind of neat they made that part of the set. They're really trying to, like, you know, take everything out of the movie. So you get your own Christmas bell if you need one. Obviously you have the transformer like we saw before. Looks like something has to be assembled here. It looks like the end of the observation car railing. So that's up in there. You have the tender itself. So Polar Express tender. Same as all the other Lion Chief sets, everything we've gone over before. So no difference as far as like its construction. And then on the front here we have one of the cars. Okay, so we have one of the passenger cars here. So these are the new ones for 2018. They have the snow on the roof and the footprints, you know, for that part of the movie. There's actually little pins on the top here that you can put some of the figures to if you want to. Okay, so that's one of the cars. Now, of course, every Lion Chief set comes with 3 cars, so there's 2 others. And they're actually on the back side of this piece of foam here. And then we have the engine itself. These things are always tight in the foam here. Okay, now again, this is a die-cast engine, so it is fairly heavy. Okay, and this, of course, is based on a Berkshire, so that was what the train in the film was based off of. Number 1225, Berkshire. So obviously, not anywhere close to the detail of a scale legacy engine, but really still very nice and completely, it's all die cast. So heavy duty train here. Okay, same smoke unit. Let's get a little tag on it to let you know to put fluid in it. And in the back here, you can see it here, same switches for the chuff sound and smoke. So exactly the same as the basically the Harry Potter set, only a Berkshire engine for the Polar Express. Okay, and then the other cars, I couldn't find them at first, but they're actually back here under this section back here. There's another foam piece to take out, and then you're going to find the other two cars, which will be the other passenger car and the observation car here, and that's where you're going to snap on that little piece, I believe. So you'll need the railing on the back of the car here. So those are the three cars that come with it. Now, on top of that, if you'd like to, there are what they call add-on cars. So they made 6 add-on cars that go with this set. Now, when I say go with this set, I'm talking about this year for the cars that have the white snow on the roof and the footprints. Now, the previous years they didn't have that, but it doesn't mean they won't work with it. You could use them, but if you want to have the matching set of all the cars for this year, these are the ones. So at the top here, we have the combination car. That's the first one. Okay, so you have that one. The next one is the disappearing hobo car. So I'm not exactly sure how this works. We'll have to see when we get it open up, but there's obviously the hobo is going to be on the top of the car, and he disappears somehow, so we'll see how that works. And then we have the a baggage car. So that's just a Polar Express plain old baggage car. And then the next one is the Letters to Santa mail car. So it actually says North Pole mail there. Letters to Santa. And then we've got the Polar Express diner car. And then the last one, I think, if I'm not mistaken, is the hot chocolate car. Yep, so this is the hot chocolate car. So there's 6 add-on cars that you can get if you want the matching set with all the new paint schemes for the tops of the roofs. And that's pretty much it. So that's the entire set. So we'll get it all together, get it on the track, and see how it sounds. And then finally, we will do what I've been promising, which is the universal remote. And so we should be able to control the Scooby-Doo set, the Hogwarts Express, and the Polar Express all from one single remote instead of having their individual ones. So we'll give that a try as soon as we get all these on the layout. So here you can see the complete set. I've got the set that has the 3 cars and then the 6 add-on cars. So overall, it's pretty impressive. It's about 11.5 feet long if you get all the cars for the complete set. So pretty cool. So we take a little close-up here. You can see the engine itself. Now here's, like, you can see I stuck a couple of the figures on the front. So if you remember some of the scenes of the movie when the engineer and the fireman are trying to replace the headlamp the bulb and the headlamp, and they're hanging onto the engine. So they put little pins all over the engine and the cars so that you can put these little figures. So each of the figures has a little hole in the bottom of one of their foot, and the arms and legs, and it's all they all move, so you can like put them in all kinds of different positions here. So you can put some figures there. You can see there's actually 2 pins right on the top of the cab roof here, so you could put some figures there if you wanted to. And then each of the cars has 3 pins, or actually 4 pins on the top here, where you can put it anywhere. So there's the baggage car there. Here's the Santa North Pole mail car. The combination car. This is the car that comes, one of the ones, the 3 that comes with the set. This is, if you remember in the movie, the marionette car. So it's got marionettes in the silhouettes in the windows here. Okay, this is the disappearing hobo car. So you can see on the top here, there's the hobo and the fire. And if you don't want to see it, you just flip them around and he's gone. So that's how this disappearing hobo car works. Okay. And then this is the diner car right here. This one, I believe, is the hot chocolate car. And then we have the passenger car. That's the main car in the movie where the all the kids are initially loaded onto in that car. That's where they're sitting. And then the final car is the observation car. That's the one with the end where they had that one scene where they come out on the end and they're sort of jumping up on the roof. And again, you can put different figures on the roof. There's the conductor, the Tom Hanks character, and there's the main character, Billy. So you can, you know, put them anywhere you see those little pins, basically. So that's the whole set. So pretty impressive in its length if you have all the cars. Okay, so we're powered up. You got your steam sounds. This will be the whistle. Sounds pretty close to the movie, and the bell. Alright, so there's 3 announcements when you're standing still, and then there are 2 when you're moving. So the standing still announcements, the first one.
This is the Polar Express! All aboard!
So those are the first 2.
This is the Polar Express! All aboard!
And if you keep hitting the button, you'll hear those over and over. But if you wait about 15 seconds after you do the last one, so just wait about 15 seconds or so. I was trying to count how long it takes, but if you wait a delay and you don't move the train, when you hit it again, you'll get this.
Well, you coming?
Which is the "well, you coming," which is in the movie when the kid was sort of deciding whether he was going to get on the train or not. So if you do them too fast, then you won't get that third announcement. But if you wait about 15 seconds or so, then you'll get it. Now, if you move the train forward, then it starts sort of the sequence over again. So if I like move the train forward and stop it, and I do the announcements again,
This is the Polar Express!
it starts over.
All aboard!
And if I hit it too fast,
This is the Polar Express!
you just get the same thing over and over.
All aboard!
But now if I wait like 15 seconds, so let's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, somewhere around there, then you hit it again.
Well, you coming?
Then you get the "well, you coming" thing. So there's 3 of them when you're standing still, and the third one you might not find out because they don't list it in the manual. They just sort of say announcements, but they don't tell you how many there are and that there's a delay and you have to wait. So there's those 3. And then for the moving announcements, if you're actually moving,
Ticket! Ticket, please!
So that's tickets, tickets, please.
The first gift of Christmas!
And that's the first gift of Christmas.
Ticket! Ticket, please! The first gift of Christmas!
Now there's another one that, again, if you wait a little bit, then you'll get a third one.
I am the king of the North Pole!
So there he said, I'm the king of the North Pole. So there's actually 3 standing still and 3 moving, but the third one, on each one, you have to give it a delay or a pause before you hit the announcement button on the remote again. And that's how it works on this particular set. So let me go forward here. You can see the smoke coming out of the stack here. And it's pretty impressive looking when it's this length and you have this many cars going by. Now you notice when it's going up grades and everything, it slows down and then it speeds up. It's because I'm trying to hold the camera and I can't control the speed control at the same time. But this does not have like Odyssey speed control like Legacy or Line Chief Plus. So, you know, it's going to slow down and speed up as it goes up and down grades and everything. So you do have to like keep control of that. Okay, and don't forget when you're running your train, if you do have your little figures on the front, or especially on the roofs of the car, and you have the disappearing hobo on here, don't forget to take them off, because if you have to go through anything like I just did, like the coal tipple here, it of course slammed into the edge here and derailed all the cars. So it was like a scene out of the Addams Family when Gomez runs his trains off the track and they explode. So don't forget to take those little figures off if you are going to run it through any kind of tunnels and things like that. Make sure you have enough clearance. Alright, so that's the Polar Express set. Again, pretty cool set. So now that we have the 3 sets, we got the Polar Express, we've got the Hogwarts Express, and we got the Mystery Machine set. As you know, in my videos, I've been telling you, you have to control it with the 3 individual remotes, because each one goes with each engine. But Lionel does make what they call a universal remote, which is really just the exact same thing, except it has a couple extra buttons on it, so that you can actually control multiple Line Chief or Line Chief Plus engines with one single remote. Kind of like you do with the Legacy remote with all Legacy engines, but obviously the Legacy remote can control up to 99 plus engines. This is going to control 3. So let's go open that up and see how you set that up, and that's really our goal for this video, is to show you this universal remote. After looking at the length of this video and the Hogwarts Express one, I'm going to actually split out the universal remote video by itself. So I'm not going to tack it on the end of this video. So just look for it on my YouTube page. You'll see it out there, and that'll be the last piece, because you can actually control not only the Line Chief engines, but I'm going to show you how you can actually control the Legacy engines with the same remote at the same time. So we're going to do a little bit longer video on that. So and that's it. So that's it for the Polar Express. I hope you enjoyed the video, and again, look for the next one coming up on the Universal Remote. Thanks.